Well, we've been working on improving the SaveAsPDF tool in gCADPlus. If you've been using transparency in the design, you'll know that if you go File and Print to a conventional PDF writer, although you may well get very high resolution, gCADPlus is one we use quite often, you'll get very good resolution, but the transparency won't print. We've not been able to find a PDF writer that can print transparency. We're still looking. In the meantime, we've developed a tool where you go File and Save as PDF, and we've just tweaked it a little. You can now pick, say, window and maximum. We've given you, previously had high, medium and low resolution. We've now given you what we grandly call maximum resolution. So we'll say, okay, let's do it, and I'll zoom out a little. Because I chose window, I'll just set a box around the design, and we'll call it test and put it on our desktop. That'll overwrite the one that is there, and that'll fire up Adobe's Acrobat Reader, and we should see a PDF file. I'll go Control L to get full size, and you can think, I think that's a reasonable view of, well, a reasonable PDF file. We can zoom in and the resolution stays reasonably well. Now, it's not as good as you would get with gCADPlus, but if transparency has been used to create some of the softer look in some of these symbols, then the transparency will print. I might take the opportunity to dive back into the drawing now and set some transparency. We should pick a symbol that hangs over quite a large area that's giving a little problem. Let's take this solid one here to the left. Well, here's a rather graphic illustration of what you can do with transparency. I've dived back into the design. That little symbol with a solid center, I've scaled it up. What we'll now do is dive in there and pick the fill here, and we'll change the transparency to say 50 and hit enter and close the block editor, and now we can see the understory planting under what we'll now imagine is a very tall tree. If we go into layout and do the same as we did before, File and Save as a PDF, we can now choose our maximum resolution and just put a box around the area of interest. We'll pick test and we'll click save and overwrite the previous image. Up will pop Acrobat Reader, and we should see this transparency effect. And we'll zoom in a little and you can see the transparent effect. We can see the understory now quite clearly. The resolution may not be as good as you would get with a PDF writer, but we continue our search for a PDF writer that will print transparency. In the meantime, I think this is now working quite well.